The Stonewall riots were significant to the LGBT community and changed the way the community is viewed by most people now. The riots led to triumphs in the future, or now, that benefited the community. The LGBT community has always been a touchy subject, but in recent years there have been many improvements regarding equality and law changes. These improvements most likely wouldn't have been in place if the Stonewall riots hadn't have happened. During the 1960s, people in the LGBT community had it tough. It was illegal just to be gay or transgender. Police would raid restaurants and other services that they thought people in the LGBT community would go to. The police would ask to see identification to tell your gender. There was a criminal statute that allowed police to arrest you if you were wearing less than 3 articles of clothing appropriate to your gender. In 1966, members of the community gained the right to be served alcohol. It was hard to get a job if you were in the community, and if you did get a job, you would have to pretend as if you liked the opposite gender, or what people thought was quote-unquote normal. It was also illegal to engage in gay behaviors such as kissing. People were just generally rude to people in the community. People feared them and excluded them in many activities, and in some cases were killed. There were many hate crimes against the community where in most places a lot of people ended up dead. For these reasons, many people in the community went to gay bars where they could finally feel free and be themselves. One of these places was known as the Stonewall Inn, located in Greenwich Village in the lower part of Manhattan, New York City.
It all started in the early hours of June 28, 1969. Before the police entered, people were dancing and having fun, but then the next thing they knew, lights came on and they were being raided. LGBT members were put in the back of police cars and guns were drawn, and a lot of blood was shed. 9 police officers entered the bar and started to roughly haul employees and other visitors out of the Stonewall Inn, arresting 13 LGBT people and employees. Some of them resisted arrest, and that's when it got violent. Residents, a part of the LGBT community, and other supporters were fed up with the discrimination and crowded around the Stonewall Inn. Members started throwing bottles and other items into the bar and eventually set the bar on fire because the police had locked themselves inside the bar. Luckily, the officers managed to escape the bar before it burnt down. The riots lasted until July 1st, 1969. There was a very famous drag queen at the riots. Her name was Marsha P. Johnson, and she led the riots. Sadly, she died on July 6, 1992. Most thought it was a murder, but some thought it was a suicide.
After the Stonewall riots, it was just the beginning of the modern gay liberation movement. The riots were eye-opening. Many pro-gay rights groups were founded, such as the Gay Liberation Front. On the 1-year anniversary of the Stonewall riots, the first Gay Pride Parade was established, thus making June Pride Month. But in 2014, gay marriage was legalized in America. A survey in 2017 found that 49% of adults were fine or accepting of members, yet many people today bullied, killed, and miss opportunities for something that they can't control.